Okay, so I do have Reset Business Consulting. I also host a podcast called Successfully Chaotic. And I have my wellness company. So I'm still in the fitness wellness world. I do more nutrition now because I'm a certified integrative nutritionist, and I specialize in kind of the messy stuff. Honestly, if you look at every single thing I do, I like the messy stuff. As much as I'm like, oh, I don't want chaos. I like a little bit of chaos. I don't like too much chaos, but I like the messy stuff, the stuff that people don't know what to do anymore, and they feel like they've hit rock bottom and they're not sure what to do, whether that's in their nutrition and wellness world or whether that's in their business. That's honestly where I specialize, and I think it's because, I've been there and I've been at those low points.
And you have 7 kids.
And I have 7 kids, and so that always keeps it interesting.
So this is dying to find this out. Not a lot of people have 7 children. Mm-hmm. So what are some? Can you give me a top 3 things or more of like some things that you really have to keep in mind when you have that many kids for success?
That there's never going to be a day that is truly successful from a lot of other people's definitions, ever. You have to get it out of your mind that you're going to have this magical day, that everything is going to align. And, we talk about this idea of work-life balance all the time, and that's such a common topic. And, I myself made this mistake too, thinking that one day that I would hit that it was a destination, that one day I was going to figure out this work-life balance thing. And then it was all going to be easy and smooth sailing from there. But what I figured out is the work-life balance, it's a constant balance. You're constantly just balancing. And it's not so much a destination, it's more of a verb. You're constantly just doing the balancing. And, sometimes your family is going to need more of your time and attention, and you're going to have to focus more on that side, and you'll notice your business starts to kind of sink just a tiny bit. And then, you'll have to hurry and pivot over here and take care of the business, and then you notice something's going to go on with the family. And the best way to describe it is I always explain it kind of like the balloon game. You ever play the balloon game as a kid where you'd pop the balloons up in the air, and the goal was to keep them from hitting the ground? So, I mean, it's kind of like right. Work-life balance is like a balloon game. You've got these balloons, and your balloons are whatever you've chosen to put into your life. And the goal is really just to keep popping them up so they don't hit the ground. And that is the best way that I can describe work-life balance, because there's not enough hours in the day. There's not enough, mental capacity to take care of all the things you really have to take care of in a day. You're always going to feel like you're not doing enough. You're always going to feel like you're falling short. If you're, you land this big account and you're, somewhere for your job and you're like, yes, business is on fire, you're going to feel guilty because you're not at home with the kids, or you're missing the basketball game, or, whatever. And if you're there, you're going to be wondering, well, should I be putting more time and effort into my business? So, right. I think that's the key, is just giving yourself some grace to say that, it doesn't have to be perfect all the time. Give yourself realistic, bite-sized goals.
That's a great answer for somebody. The old analogy, you can't explain what a strawberry tastes like. You have to taste it. That's a great explanation for somebody that's tasted the strawberry, because that's precisely what we talk about so many times in Elements of Success. There's no way you can operate off of 9s and 10s off of all 9 and 10 aspects of your life. Absolutely. You're going to hit 3s and 4s, and that's okay. To be at peace with that and keep going is what you've mastered, I think. You have to. You have no choice.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. And I think that, realizing that you're going to have your times that you think that life's going amazing, and you're going to have your times where you're questioning it all, is also a normal part of it. I think we expect so much of ourselves, and we almost think in fairy tales. We think that life's supposed to be perfect, and, that, relationships are supposed to be perfect, and we start this business, it's supposed to be perfect. We have these kids, they're supposed to be perfect. Of course, we are supposed to be perfect. But in reality, if you keep waiting for everything to be perfect, you're not going to miss out on how beautiful messy can actually be.